In this episode of Encap TV, we're going to explore the question of when to perform hot water extraction cleaning. Stick around to find out more. So that question, when to perform hot water extraction, you've got a good encapsulation cleaning program going, and it's often the question we hear, when do I perform hot water extraction cleaning? Every second cleaning, every third cleaning, every fourth cleaning, never? What's the right answer? Well, let's dive right into that. To begin with, hot water extraction is the best way to flush the largest amount of contaminants from the carpet in a single cleaning. So if you've got a carpet that's really loaded with soil, or you've got a heavy contaminant buildup in the carpet, there simply isn't a better way to do it than to hot water extract it, because you're going to rinse and extract that soil out of the carpet. However, hot water extraction is not always the answer with commercial glue down carpets, CGD. Commercial glue down carpets has its own unique characteristics and problems, and that's why encapsulation really is a game changer when it comes to CGD, commercial glue down carpet. So what we want to do, we've got our Encap program going. We need to evaluate the carpet. How's it holding up? What does it look like? And in fact, it's a good idea to get down and pull apart the tufts of fiber and look down at the backing of the carpet. Now you'll want to do that in a very high traffic area, in a walkway, entryway area. Really evaluate the condition of the backing. The backing should be white. But if the carpet is getting loaded with soil, you're going to see a dark backing. In some cases, it might even be black. I've seen that. So get down on your hands and knees, take the light on your phone, pry apart the backing of the carpet, and look down there and examine it. Now go over to the side, over by the wall where nobody walks, and do the same thing. And you'll see a comparison. You'll see that those areas look good, but the traffic areas are really hammered. In that case, this would be a good time to perform hot water extraction. So you might pre-scrub with Encap Punch, rinse the carpet with Encap Punch, and be prepared for some wicking. Commercial glue down carpets wick. That's the characteristic of them. Hot water extraction works great on residential carpet where we've got fluffy fiber over a pad. You put the wand on the carpet, you pull the wand, and it just extracts. You've got a lot of airflow. It's really easy to extract thoroughly on residential carpet. But when the carpet is very dense and compact and glued to the floor, basically what you're doing with the wand is you're squirting a puddle of water on the floor and trying to suck it off the floor with a wand. Not an ideal situation. That's why wicking occurs so frequently on commercial glue down carpets, because what's down at the backing, all of that crud, that black darkness that you see down there at the bottom, is going to come back up very quickly during the drying process. Now keep in mind, we're dealing with a very short piece of synthetic fiber when we're talking about commercial glue down carpet, and that does not normally need to be rinsed frequently. If we can stay on top of it and maintain the carpet with a good encapsulation program, with a product like Release It that dries down brittle and vacuums out of the carpet, doesn't load up in the carpet, you're going to find that the carpets are going to be easy to maintain. Now, real world results tell us that guys that are out there cleaning with a good Encap program can really reduce the number of hot water extractions. And in some cases, they're not doing hot water extraction at all. In other words, they're just doing frequent encapsulation cleanings, and they're monitoring the carpet, keeping an eye on it to make sure that everything's tight, that it still looks good. But in these cases, when you've got a good encapsulation program, you may find that you don't need frequent hot water extractions. You may be able to go, instead of every third or fourth cleaning, you can go 6 or 8 cleanings, and in some cases bump it out to the point that you don't do it at all. So the answer to the question, when do we perform hot water extraction, is going to have to come up to you because of the variables of a building, the traffic flow, the maintenance, their vacuuming, and how often you're able to perform encapsulation cleaning. But if you've got a good, consistent program, you may find that you need very little hot water extraction or even none at all. So hopefully this will help you kind of wrap your head around why we need to perform hot water extraction on occasion with commercial glue down carpets, and how we can sometimes avoid hot water extraction if we have a good encapsulation program. It's just one more way we want to help you max your Encap here at Excellent Supply. If you have any questions or any comments about this, please put it in the comment section below. And until next time, thank you for watching Encap TV.